Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the London Monarchs and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week 1. Meanwhile, for the visiting Londoners, they've had a long few days already as they were in London last week, back in the States, and on the road this week.
And they had some travel troubles coming back from London, but since they came back with a win, they'll put up with those and continue to move forward.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Now Hall to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of carries, 115 yards and a touchdown.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Here's the Jets punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And taken right at the 35. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 97 yards.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, now what? How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
McPherson's kick is good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether it's seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
And New York set to take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. Just what he wanted, a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now they're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
They have started at their 2. Now they've got a heavy amount of breathing room. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jets are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2nd and 9 now. This one caught by Davis. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Hall again. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have moved out in front. Well, wherever he is on the field, he is certainly slippery with a football in his hands, and he proved it right there.
And normally moves like that aren't supposed to work this deep in the red zone because there's not enough space. Normally way more effective when you're working out in the open field. But here, incredible shiftiness, excellent contact balance, and he works his way into the end zone.
To try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. London about set to take over on offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Taken down at the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd and 6. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's scooped up by the Jets. 20, 10, 5, and he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll set up a throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man, he completes it to Judy. 2nd and 3. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it down.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And they bring their punter out there now, standing just outside his own goal line. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a completion to Wilson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this one is right down Broadway. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following in a...
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't rubbing up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to try and go deep again, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So here are the Jets now to take over. They were winners a week ago against Buffalo, and they lead here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he powers his way up past the 30. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. London about set to take over on offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Here's the Jets punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Back to throw now on first down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Fletcher Cox. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. His pass finds Brown on a comeback route. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And on now is the punter, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The New York set to take the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll drop to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. London about set to take over on offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 65 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Second and 5. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a 1st down.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Monarchs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Paul want to give up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
Here's the Jets punter now. He's been terrific so far. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. Here's a handoff out of the gun. On the move past the 40. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 85 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Being chased. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, they've got to give a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. The New York set to take the field. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll set up to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4.
You see that celebration from him after that stop? Those corners don't normally have the chance to get behind the line of scrimmage and hand them big losses. So when he got that opportunity, he certainly made it a memorable one.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And this is caught that they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Here's a give to Hall. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle.